Good morning, dear student. Myself Dr. Savita Ekka, Department of Plant Pathology, Birsa Agriculture University. Today I am going to deliver lecture on the topic classification of fungi. Now, what is the meaning of classification? Classification is mainly systemic categorization of organism, and this is a question that why we need classification. The main purpose of classification is identification of fungi by name according to internationally accepted system of nomenclature. The classification also provide indication about the relationship of organism with other organism. What is the basis of classification? The classification is mainly based on the different characteristic of fungi. First basis, nature of its somatic phase or vegetative phase, kind of sexual reproduction. Classification is also based upon the kind of sporangia. Sporangia is its vegetative asexual reproductive organ. Then it is also based on the nature of life cycle and presence or absence of perfect stage of fungi. In recent years, according to Huxworth in the year 1995 and Crick in the year 2001, plant pathogenic fungi belongs to domain Eukaryota. In domain Eukaryota, mainly three kingdoms are there. First one is fungi, second kingdom is chromista, third kingdom is protozoa. Now coming to kingdom fungi, the microorganism which belongs to kingdom fungi are characterized by, first characteristic is unicellular filamentous somatic structure or vegetative structure. They have absorptive mode of nutrition. Their cell wall is made up of chitin and glucans. They have a whiplash type of flagella for locomotion and mitochondria with flattened cristae. This kingdom is again divided into four phylum. First phylum is Chytridiomycota, second is Zygomycota, third phylum is Ascomycota, and fourth phylum is Basidiomycota. Some fungi belongs to the phylum Deuteromycota. They reproduce asexually. In kingdom Protozoa, the microorganism belongs to kingdom Protozoa have a plasmodial type of somatic structure. There is no cell wall. Nutrition of these organisms is ingation type and mitochondria with tubular cristae. This kingdom is again divided into four phylum. First phylum is Plasmodiophoromycota. Second phylum is Myxomycota. Third phylum is Ecrasyomycota, and last phylum is Dictyosteliomycota. In kingdom Chromista, the microorganism belonging to kingdom Chromista are characterized by, first characteristic is unicellular filamentous somatic structure. They have absorptive mode of nutrition. Their cell wall is made up of cellulose. They have tensile type of flagellum for locomotion, and their mitochondria are tubular cristae and presence of peroxisome and Golgi bodies. This kingdom is divided into three phylum. First phylum is Hypochytridiomycota, second important phylum is Oomycota, and third phylum is Liberinthulomycota. Now in kingdom fungi, first phylum is Chytridiomycota. The characteristic feature of this phylum is production of motile zoospore having single posterior flagella. Their thallus is cynocytic, means aseptate. They have aseptate thallus. The members are commonly the phylum Chytridiomycota is divided into class Chytridiomycetes, and the member of the class Chytridiomycetes is commonly known as chytrids. They have long or irregular shaped thallus, the wall of which wall is made up of chitin. Their cellular form of thallus is holocarpic. Holocarpic means whole vegetative thallus transformed into one or more reproductive structure. and in filamentous form their thallus may be eucarpic, means some part of vegetative thallus transformed into reproductive structure. Members of this class may be either epibiotic. Epibiotic means reproductive bodies present on the host surface, or it may be endobiotic, means life completely within the cell of host. They may be monocentric. Monocentric means having only one single reproductive structure, or polycentric means having more than one reproductive structure. They perform asexual reproduction with the help of zoospore. These zoospore are posteriorly uniflagellate and their flagella is whipless type. Zygote are formed by the fusion of planogamete. Zygote is its sexual spore which are formed by the fusion of planogametes, and it is transformed into resting spore which produce zoospore on germination. Some significant character features of chytridomycetes: they attack underground as well as aerial part of higher plant and causes diseases which are of great importance. Some important disease caused by chytridomycetes class is Syncytium endobioticum. Syncytium endobioticum causes rot disease of potato. Physoderma maydis, this is another important disease of maize which causes brown spot disease of maize. The class chytridomycetes is again divided into 5 order. First order is chytridiales, having the family Chytridiaceae. This family having 2 important genus, Rhizophidium and Polyphagus. Second family is Syncytiaceae, having important genus Syncytium endobioticum, which is the causal organism of rot disease of potato. Second order is Spizillomycetales, having the family Olphidiaceae. Olphidiaceae brassicae. Olphidium brassicae is a genus who is a vector of 3 viruses, that is tobacco stunt virus, tobacco necrotic virus and Litius big vein virus. Olphidium brassicae causes root burn diseases of vegetables. Then the next phylum is Zygomycota. Zygomycota is also known as conjugation fungi. They are saprophytes or weak pathogen causing soft rot or mold of economic important plants. Their thallus consists of well developed branched filamentous sinusotic hyphae. Sinusotic means again aseptate hyphae. They produce rhizoid, a short branch of thallus which resemble to the roots. Their asexual reproduction takes place by means of non-motile sporangiospore, also called aplanospore, and they sexually reproduced by gametangial fusion, resulting formation of thick-walled zygospores. Some significant contribution of Zygomycota is, first contribution is these fungi participate in decay of vegetable matter by utilizing the simplest carbohydrates. Blackesley in the year 1904 discovered the phenomenon of heterothallism in mucus. Various species of Rhizopus, the bread mold fungus, are used in commercial production of lactic acid. Rhizopus stolonifer used for production of fusaric acid, and Rhizopus oryzae for the production of alcohol. The phylum Zygomycota divided into 2 classes, Trichomycetes and Zygomycetes. We discuss about only Zygomycetes because this is pathogenically important. Trichomycetes class associated with arthropods and attached to the cuticles for digestive tracts and not immersed in the host tissue, whereas Zygomycetes is saprobic or parasitic, having mycelium immersed in host tissue. The class Zygomycetes again divided into 4 order, in which only one order is important, that is Mucorales. Mucorales having the family Mucoraceae. The order Mucorales is also known as pin mold or sugar fungi. They are mostly saprobic, live on dead plants or animal matter or dung. They are also known as pin mold because the sporangia that appear as a black dot on the hyphae. They also called sugar fungi because they utilize only the simplest carbohydrate and not the complex one like polysaccharides. The order Mucorales having the family Mucoraceae. Mucoraceae are in family Mucoraceae, the 2 important genera are Mucor, which is also known as black mold. These mucor are soil inhabitant associated with decay of fruits and vegetables. Some important species of mucus are Mucor indicus, Mucor mucido, Mucor racemosus, Mucor spinosus, known to spoil jam, jelly, pickle and cheese. Second important genus is Rhizopus, which is also known as bread mold. They does not penetrate the host cell and produce cellulose and pectinase that degrade cell wall. Phylum is Ascomycota. It is also known as sac fungi. Ascomycota is the largest phylum containing 15,000 species of fungi. Some important characteristic of Ascomycetes are their reproductive structure known as ascus or asci. Mostly they are terrestrial, parasitic. They are unicellular or multicellular fungi. They are mycelium made up of septate and branched hyphae. Cell wall is made up of chitin or glucans. They asexually reproduced by the formation of conidia, which was exogenously on conidiophore. Yeast reproduced asexually by budding. Their sexual reproduction takes place by conjugation between the two gametangia. They are either homothallic or heterothallic in nature. The fruiting body of phylum Ascomycetes, class Ascomycetes, is known as ascocarp. There are 4 different types of ascocarp. First one is Clistothecium. Clistothecium is closed ascocarp. Perithecium, the fruiting body is flask shaped with one external opening. Third type of ascocarp is Apothecium. When the fruiting body is cup shaped, then it is known as Apothecium. And last one is Ascostroma. There is no differentiated fruiting body. Asci are present in stroma. Ascospores are produced endogenously in these asci. This is the life cycle of Ascomycetes fungi. Their sexual reproduction takes place by 2 different mating type hyphae when they come together and fuse, and then plasmogamy takes place, but it does not follow karyogamy immediately. The fused structure contains 2 haploid nuclei from each parents. At the tip of hyphae, asci develop in the ascocarp. In each ascus, 2 nuclei fuse together to form diploid zygote. Now the ascospores are formed in the phylum Ascomycetes. For the formation of ascospores, the diploid zygote undergoes meiosis to form 4 haploid nuclei, which undergoes mitotic division and form 8 haploid nuclei. Each of the nuclei accumulates cytoplasm and a thick wall surrounded it. There are known as ascospores. These ascospores are released from asci through the pore and they disappeared by air current. Under favorable condition, these asci germinate to form new mycelium. What are the significant or contribution of Ascomycota? Ascomycotal fungi produces many antibiotics. First one is penicillium, which we get from Penicillium chrysogenum. Entire beverage, bread, cheese industries depends on the yeast for fermented products. Different kinds of cheese are prepared from different penicillium species is the another contribution of the Ascomycetes fungi. One species, that is Claviceps purpurea, which causing ergot of rye, is used as a medicine to stop excessive bleeding and to speed up labor. Then the phylum Ascomycota is divided into 6 classes. First class is Hemiascomycetes, second class is Plectomycetes, third class is Pyrenomycetes, fourth class is Descomycetes, fifth class is Loculoascomycetes, and last class is Labulbineomycetes. Then we discuss about the first class, Hemiascomycetes. In Hemiascomycetes, the fungi having naked asci formed from single cell or on hyphae, no ascocarp or ascogenous hyphae are produced. These fungi may be saprobic or parasitic. The class Hemiascomycetes is divided into 3 orders. First order is Endomycetales. Their asexual reproduction takes place by budding. In the order Endomycetales, one important family is Saccharomycetaceae, having the genus Saccharomyces, that is also known as baker yeast or sugar fungi. Second important order is Taphrinales. In Taphrinales, asci formed by breaking up of dikaryotic mycelium. Order Taphrinaceae containing family Taphrinaceae, having the genus Taphrina, which causes many leaf spots, gall and various deformatives in our host plants. And last order is Protomycetales. In Protomycetales, the ascospores are formed in a spore sac. The order Protomycetales containing family Protomycetaceae, having the genus Protomyces, which causes gall and deformatives in coriander. Next class is Plectomycetes. Fungi in class Plectomycetes, fungi produces their asci either in perithecium or Clistothecium. They have 4 important order. First one is 3 important order. First order is Uroteales, then Onygenales and Gymnoascales. First order Uroteales, having the family Uroteaceae. In family Uroteaceae, 2 important genera are Aspergillus and Penicillium. In genera Aspergillus, flavus produces a toxin, that is aflatoxin. Aspergillus niger is used in manufacture of citric acid. In genus Penicillium, Penicillium notatum produces an antibiotic, penicillin. Now this is all about the Plectomycetes. In next class we discuss about the class Pyrenomycetes. Thank you. Next class is Pyrenomycetes. In this class, the organism are characterized by club-shaped or cylindrical asci, which are borne in a parallel series forming a definite fertile layer. These asci produced either in perithecium or in Clistothecium. As we know about perithecium and Clistothecium, these are the sexual fruiting body. This class Pyrenomycetes is divided into 3 important order. First order is Erysipelas, second is Clavicipitales, third order is Sphereales. In the order Erysiphiles, the ascocarp without an ostiole, having no any pore in their ascocarp or fruiting body, sexual fruiting body. In clavicipitales, the ascocarp with ostiole, that fruiting body is perithecium. In Erysiphiles, the fruiting body is clistothecium, which have without any osteoles. The order Erysiphiles is again divided into the family Erysiphi, which is the important family having important genera which causes important plant diseases like powdery mildew in many host plant. Most important disease is powdery mildew of pea caused by Erysiphi polygony. Another genus of this family is Podosperi, Uncinula, Phylactinia, Lavulilla. These genus are causing powdery mildew in many host plants. In the order Clavicipitales, having a family Clavicipitaceae containing important genus Clavicip purpurea, which is the causal organism of ergot of rye. In the order Sphaereales, having two family Zyraceae and Sordiaceae. In Zyraceae, the important genus is Xylariria. Next class is Discomycetes, and the organism belongs to this class is characterized by presence of an open saucer or cup shaped ascocarp or fruiting body. This type of ascocarp is apothecium. This class is again divided into two groups, upperculate Discomycetes and inupperculate Discomycetes. In upperculate Discomycetes, the important order is Pizizales. Here apothecia may be fleshy, brittle, leathery and arranged in a distinct hymenium with paraphysis. In the order Tuberales, this is commonly known as tuffales and used as a food, liquor making, and stomata remain closed, fleshy to leathery, globose with hymenium. In the inupperculate Discomycetes, one order is Haloteales, having the family Sclerotineaceae, which containing genus Sclerotenia sclerotiarum, which causes white rot of many vegetables. Coming to the next important phylum, that is Basidiomycota. Basidiomycota is also known as club fungi. These phylum includes mushroom, toadstool, puff balls, bracket fungi, jelly fungi, rust, smut and bunt. These are considered as highest evolved group of fungi and characterized by production of basidiospores, which lies externally on the basidium. Basidium is the fruiting body of this phylum. This is the site of sexual reproduction where karyogamy and meiosis takes place, resulting in 4 haploid recombinant nuclei. These basidium is unicellular club-shaped structure formed terminally in dikaryotic hyphae and bear basidiospores. In rust and smut basidia developed from special thick-walled resting spore known as teleospore. In this phylum, 3 types of mycelium are formed. First is primary mycelium, second is secondary mycelium and tertiary mycelium. Primary mycelium formed by generation of basidiospore. It consists of monokaryotic haploid and septate hyphae. Life cycle of Basidiomycetes started with primary mycelium, which is short-lived and soon gave rise to dikaryotic secondary mycelium. Secondary mycelium consists of dikaryotic hyphae. It becomes long-lived by production of urodospore. And tertiary mycelium consists of specialized dikaryotic hyphae which participate in formation of basidiospore. Clamp connection on dikaryotic phase is universal occurrence in this phylum, Mycota. Dolipore septum is another important feature. Most of these smut fungi do not possess dolipore septum. Asexual reproduction is not occur in this phylum. The phylum Basidiomycota is divided into three important class. First one is Teleomycetes, second one is Hymenomycetes, and Gasteromycetes is the third class of the phylum. In class Teleomycetes is divided into two important order. First one is Uridinales, means rust. This order rust fungi are occur, and in Astilaginales there are smut and burnt fungi. In Uridinales, teleospore germinate to form septate promycelium. It is again divided into two family. The rust fungi is divided into two family, Puxinaceae and Melamsoraceae. In the family Puxinaceae, organisms are characterized by presence of stark teleospore, and the important genus of this family is Puxinia, which causes the rust of wheat, Euromyces, which causes the rust of gram, Himalia is the causal organism of coffee rust, Gymnosporium is the causal organism of apple cider rust. And in the family Melamsora, the organisms are characterized by presence of sessile teleospore, and the important genera of this family is Melamsora linni, which is the causal organism of rust of linseed. In the order Astilaginales, three families are there. First one is Graphiolaceae, which have cup-shaped basidiocarp, and no basidiocarp are formed in two families, that is Astilaginaceae and Tilitaceae. Astilaginaceae is a smut fungi and Tilitaceae is burnt fungi, and important genus in the smut fungi are Astilagonudatritici, Astilagohodi. Astilagonudatritici is the causal organism of loose smut of wheat. Another genus are Toliposporium, and Sphacilotheca shorgi is the causal organism of smut of sorghum. And the burnt fungi is Tilitia caris, Tilitia foetida, and another genus is Nivosia indica. In the class Hymenomycetes, the organisms are characterized by formation of basidiomata or fruiting body, presence of dolipore septum, presence or absence of clamp connection, and plasmogamy. This class is divided into two subclass. First subclass is Phragmobasidiomycetidae, and second subclass is Holobasidiomycetidae. In the subclass Fragment Basidiomycetidae, containing two order. First is Auriculariales and second order is Trimilaliales. In Auriculariales, containing the genus Auricularia, which is an edible fungi, and in subclass Holobasidiomycetidae, containing the order Agricales. This order containing three important family. First one is Agricaceae, having the genus Agricus bipolaris, that is the button mushroom. Second is Aminataceae, containing the genus Aminata, this is also known as death cap. And third family is Polyporaceae, that containing the genus Polyporus. Now the imperfect fungi belongs to the phylum Deuteromycota. These fungi divided into three classes. First one is blastomycetes, second class is hyphomycetes, and third class is coelomycetes. In the blastomycetes, budding cell with or without pseudomycelium. True mycelium is not well developed in this class. In hyphomycetes, the conidia are formed directly on the conidiophore or the mycelium, and in the class coelomycetes, these conidia or spores are formed on specialized fruiting body, that is acervuli or pycnidia. Then the class the class hyphomycetes is again divided into two order. First one is moniliales. In order moniliales, superficial, separate or aggregative conidia and conidiophore are formed. In mycelia sterilia, non-spore bearing fungi belongs to the order Mycelia sterilia. An important genus of this order is Rhizoctonia solani, causing banded leaf and sheath blight of maize, banded blight of rice, web blight of urd and moong, Rhizoctonia bataticola. This is the causal organism of dry root rot of chickpea, Sclerotium rolfsi, and Sclerotinia sclerotiarum. Sclerotium rolfsi is the causal organism of collar rot of many plant species, and Sclerotinia sclerotiarum causes the white rot disease of many vegetables. In the order moniliales, containing four important family. First one is Dematiaceae. The organism belongs to family Dematiaceae, are characterized by formation of dark spored, dark colored mycelium and conidiophore. An important genus in this family is Alternaria, which causes early blight of potato, Helminthosporium, which is the causal organism of brown spot of rice, and Cercospora, which is the causal organism of Tika disease of groundnut. Next family is Moniliaceae, and the organism belongs to family Moniliaceae, having conidia borne on vegetative hyphae or free conidiophore, and one important genus of this family is Pyricularia oryzae. This is the causal organism of blast of rice. Next family is Tuberculariaceae. Here the conidiophore aggregated on Sporodokia, and the important genus is Fusarium, which is the causal organism of wilt of many host plant, and another genus is Tubercularia. In the family Stibalaceae, the conidiophore aggregated as Cinnama. An important genus belongs to this family is Graphium. In the class Coelomycetes, the fungi belongs to this class, producing their spore in Pycnidia and Acervulus. As we know about that, Pycnidia and Acervulus is a specialized or asexual fruiting body. This class is divided into two order, Melanconiales and Spheropsidales. In the order Melanconiales, the fructification occur in Acervulus, and the important genus in this order is Colitotrichum, which was the causal organism of dieback of chili. And in the order Spheropsides, the fructification occur in the asexual fruiting body Pycnidia. An important genus of this order is Ascochyta, which causes Ascochyta blight of chickpea, Phomopsis, which causes fruit rot of brinjal, Phoma, and Diplodia. This is all about the kingdom fungi. Now we coming from the kingdom Chromista. The kingdom Chromista having three important phylum: Hypochytridiomycota, Oomycota and Labyrinthulomycota. We discuss about only one phylum, that is Oomycota. The phylum Oomycota is divided into the class Oomycetes, and the fungi belongs to the class Oomycetes are produced motile biflagellate zoospore, characteristically having one tinsel type of flagellum and another is whipless type of flagellum. The class Oomycetes is again divided into four order. First order is saprolignales, second order is pernosporales, third is pethiales, and fourth order is sclerosporales. The order next is the order Saprolignales. The order Saprolignales is divided into one important family, Sapronigaceae, having the genus Saprolignia. The order Pernosporales having two important family, Pernosporaceae and Albugenaceae. The family Pernosporaceae containing genus Plasmopara viticola, which is the causal organism of downy mildew of grapevine. Pernospora, which is the causal organism of downy mildew of maize. Pernosplasmopara is the again causal organism of downy mildew of maize. In the family Albugenaceae, one important genus is Albugocandida, which is the causal organism of white rust or blister blight of crucifers. In the order Pethiales, the two important genus are Pythium, which causes damping of vegetables, and Phytophthora, which is the causal organism of late blight of potato or blight of castor. In the order Sclerosporales, the important genus is Sclerospora, which is also the causal organism of downy mildew of many host plants. Now coming to the kingdom Protozoa, it's divided into four phylum. First is Plasmodiophoramycota, second is Ecrasiomycota, Dictyosteliomycota and Myxomycota. We discuss about only the phylum Plasmodiophoramycetes, having order Plasmodiophorales, containing important family Plasmodiophoridaceae, having the genus Plasmodiophorabrassicae, which is the causal organism of club root of crucifers. In the phylum Myxomycota is a true slime mold containing class Myxomycetes and order Phycerales, the family Phyceraceae and genus Physarium. This is all about the classification of plant pathogenic fungi. Thank you.